All right, ding, ding, ding. 9:12. There's your pre-market bell right there. We got Kayvon, and Trevor up in here this morning. Good morning to you guys. How are you feeling this morning? Tuesday. Obviously, Trevor feeling pretty good. Up 10,000 on SBET today, and still squeezing. What was your exit on it? Yeah, wow. SBET, dude, this is a 600,000 in float ticker. It had like, I think 3-4% of the float was short on it. God, RIP to those guys. 3% of the float was short. 600,000 float, about 32,000 shares. God, some ballsy people out there. 32,000 shares short on this, and they are definitely getting squeezed out. So yeah, this thing, I just saw it sitting here right at about $22 and just got another leg on up, back up to the highs. I was speaking to another guy this morning as well who had a profitable trade on it. I believe wrote it from like 10 to 20. What a play right here. And it really formed a picture perfect flag up here too. Man, the longs are back in town. So this obviously is relevant within the Bitcoin space. I believe it was Ethereum treasury strategy. So $425 million private placement where it will use the proceeds to adopt an Ethereum treasury strategy. Something similar to ASST, I believe. ASST with the strategy relative to the Bitcoin. And ASST still has been getting a nice climb on, although right now it's hitting a little bit of a pullback. Is it raising money? There you go. $750 million pipe deal to raise potentially $1.5 billion through warrant exercises. All right, ASST getting hit with that right now. So right now, SBET has all the hype and attention. Trevor got in at 1370. Dude, how did you get that fill? You jumped in with it at 8 o'clock, huh? When she started squeezing up and out. 8 o'clock, jumped into it. Good job being there for that. Oh, Kayvon's been watching some Dana White, getting ready for a 3 to 5 day fast. I thought about it, Kayvon. I know it apparently it helps with cell reproduction and whatnot, but I start it and like 3 hours later, I get hungry. I don't know. I don't think I have the discipline. Gotta drink that electrolyte water. All right, let's flip through a few other tickers. I mean, SBET, obviously, I gotta keep my eyes here. I mean, I don't think I can trade it. This is a low float ticker. It's up a few dollars, up to 32 now. You know, could it continue higher? It could. I don't know. I feel late to the party at this point, so not sure I can trade that. There's a few other things I'm looking at this morning. Your body's falling apart. Maybe the fast will help. Emmanuel has been eyeballing this UNH and United Healthcare that's dropped from 600 down to 250. I don't mind this to try it on a long. It looks like it's kind of basing out down here, 290 support. You could play it. We'll see how the market opens on up. Can take a look at that. IONQ. I got burned on this on Thursday. I might need to not watch this one. But this is up 34 to 50 nearly. IONQ. One to monitor. I believe that one is in one of the quantum space kind of. QUBT is in that quantum space too. In which case QUBT, I like it on a long potentially with this market. And this is what I'm looking at for QUBT. Quantum computing. It's kind of broken out past 1350. We had a support, resistance, support, resistance. 1350 was a breakout area, 1320-ish. So this one pulling back and trying to find its feet down here, I wouldn't mind scooping it up. QUBT, kind of eyeballing that one for that. FAAS, I did not see any news here. FAAS, this is having a gap up as well. 120 hitting pretty good. I mean, it looks like it already did its lipids. You got me thinking about body fat, Kayvon. Lipids. FAAS, this one, 65 cents to $1.50. Looks like it did the liquidity sweep already. Might have some longs under water there. I don't mind it for a little bit of a fade today. One that ended up paying out real nice on Friday, which had me excited about today, was PMAX. PMAX on Friday did that liquidity rug pull up over $1, and from there gave it all back. I mean, 30 cents to $1.12, and then just straight back down. Pump and dump, textbook play. PMAX. All right, let's keep flipping through. Works, a very similar story. This has the 200-day at 117. If Works wants to gravitate up towards $1 and over, I don't mind hitting it. We got a ceiling of resistance at about 125 on Works. I know how it is over the weekend. Once we get we're eager to trade. At least I am. So I'm going to try to suppress that emotion and just look for some cleaner setup. So today, really what I'm focused on, because I have to change something. The account has been, I've been getting crushed on some trades, trying to anticipate. I just wrote down something. Confirmation over anticipation. You guys can use it if you want to. Confirmation over anticipation. So I've been anticipating a lot, and what I'm trying to focus on moving forward is confirmation. Kind of like Trevor did with SBET. Confirmation, you got volume coming in for the squeeze and jump in with it. So, and then like PMAX on Friday, wait for that rug pull and then jump into it. I'm going to try to wait for some confirmation here today. So that's what the idea is. And the stops are going to be really tight. So I reflected on how I grew my first account, and that was it. I did not dilly-dally with my stops and hit them, adding into them, widening them out a ton. My stops will be tight, which forces what? Very good, clean entries. So that's what I'm going to try to focus on. Clean entries. Kind of like your PDD, Kayvon. Focus on, you got in pretty much at the bottom there. If it doesn't work, get out of it. Maybe retry it once. But outside of that, I'm going to be focused on very clean entries and tight stops. Confirmation over anticipation. All right, so lastly, a couple more. LTRY, lottery.com. Is up from 70 cents last Wednesday. It's climbing back up to 220. That 220 is a magic area for me. If it gets closer to 220, I don't mind hitting it against that. We got some resistance from Friday, pre-market and market day. And then additionally, several times here recently, it hit 220 and served as resistance. Looking left to predict right. So I got quite a bit I'm looking at here this morning. LTRY 220 on the risk. PDD, I mean, Kayvon was scooping that one up. I don't mind. It's on bad quarter one earnings. If it gets a quick pop on it, I don't mind shorting it at a certain level. I'd have to take a look on the chart, but shorten it to ride it back down some. Works looking for a liquidity pop up and over $1. To short into SBET. Holy wow, this is an account changing trade, and that is if you can hold it for that length of time. FAAS, I kind of like it on the slow short against like 120. I'm not sure if I went over that, but the 20 cent area there, very tough too. Here's the left on that, FAS 120. QUBT, one of my only long plays I'm looking for. I mean, SBET, clearly a long, but I can't do it up there. I can't do it up there. All right, QUBT, I'll see if that pulls back. Bear in mind that the overall market is experiencing a gap up this morning. Noticing Enjoya in the building. Are you like everybody else, Enjoyer? You hit SBET this morning? Man, what a trade a lot of people are having. All right, we got 5 minutes till the market opens up. That is the game plan. Especially after an extended weekend, there's definitely an eagerness to get involved with some trades. So I'm gonna try to hold back and wait for. I mean, I got a couple clean ones I'm looking at that could work out. They're close to where my stop is going to be. I want them to be very tight on that. For example, QUBT on a long stop's going to be like 1390 if I were to get in right now. But we'll see if it pulls back. If it pulls back, the stop's going to be 1320. If it pulls back down to like 1350. I'm going to try to keep tight stops. Tight stops. All right, guys. I'll be right back. Let's go, man. What's going on, guys? So, Miguel in here, third day live trading. Everybody's crushing it. Everybody is crushing it this morning. 3,500, except the shorts, except the guys that were short on this. 3,500. What was your entry and exit? Great work. Now, Miguel, don't learn the wrong lessons, though. Make sure you still have good risk per trade. So you can preserve that capital, but excellent work. All right, 5 seconds till the market opens up. Let's see what she's going to bring us today. Sorry. SBET, what are we doing? LTRY looking for the 220. PDD spiking up a little bit. Works sitting heavy on 75 cents. It works. FAAS 120 risk. QUBT with the pullback. QUBT. Did we halt QUBT? No, we did not halt. QUBT, I was eyeballing here for a potential trade. Let me see what she's going to do. Man, that dip buy. God dang it, that dip buy there. QUBT at 60s. Now it's in the 90s. Up to 14. That is exactly what I was looking for. Done for the day. Excellent work. That's all you need, right? That's all you need. IONQ pull back. UNH pulling back. What's the SPY doing? SPY's profit taking a little bit. LTRY did get that spike. Interesting. Work snapping 75 cents. SBT kind of going sideways right now. All right, gentlemen, we're going to let them come to us. What was your entry, Miguel, on SBT? You catch it right at 8 a.m.? QBT still pulling back, all right. $13.20. I'm eyeballing QBT support there. Sometimes the boring is the profitable trades. God, you guys caught that play right at 8 o'clock. That is amazing. Were you already eyeballing it, or you just saw the press release and then? Well, the PR came out right at 8 a.m. Right, the Ethereum. So you saw the PR and then jumped in. What a trade. All right, Works is heavy against 75 now. PDD trying to head back up to 100. LTRY trying to hold 220. FAAS, I don't mind this one. FAAS. I'm eyeballing it. I mean, it's trying to do a little red to green move. 120, I wouldn't mind on a short. And then QUBT still trying to find its feet. A lot of dip buyers in on the quantum names. IO and Q. Oh my god. All right, any trades out there so far that you guys are in? 5 minutes in. Still waiting, because stops are going to be tight today, so I'm trying to focus on confirmation over anticipation. WRD getting a spike. We ride. They're expanding into Saudi Arabia. We ride. WRD. And WRD continuing even higher. Man. So WRD gave a nice pullback, 1050 to 1015. And then continuation up, 950. It's up a point right now. It's up into a lot of resistance, I guess, is the main concern. Look at the left of the chart here. WRD. We got a lot of this 1060 resistance. We'll see what she does. I mean, I'm okay long in something today, especially if the longs are out. If the longs are back in town, 1020 could be the support there I play. WRD. Again, this is just... Alright, WRD just pulled back quite a bit. I'm going to jump in at 1044 and stop's going to be 1020. WRD. Under 1020, like 1018. Jumping in at long. We'll see if the longs are back in town. All right, WRD under 1020 will be the stop. Take half off into this 1060 push. I'm not looking for like $1070s now, 1072. $1074. I'm not looking for as my title suggests. Not looking for a massive day. I'm looking to get some consistent wins going. That's what I'm looking for. Strong pullback right there. Dang it. All right. Clickbait. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Trading too fearfully. Another pullback on it, provided a good entry, and then shot straight up. Yep. Emmanuel was just talking about you. And Keith in here just got home from Amazon. Not bad. All right, 2.5 hours. Let's go. Oh, Fade's in here too. Dude, everybody's in here. Yep. Works was looking at that one as well. Ed, did you guys catch SBET this morning? Keith, if you wouldn't have done your Amazon delivery, you could have rode this thing up for $133 in 2 minutes. And Doug in here. Doug actually caught this. SBET. Doug caught this about $10. Up to what, 20? Doug's in the building. Emmanuel, UNH, I was kind of eyeballing today as well. UNH seems to be holding 290 fairly well. 290's holding up there. It's not a bad stop. I think it's probably just pulling back with the market right now. WRD, I'm going to freaking... WRD, I just panicked out of it, guys. I literally panicked out of it. Called it on a pullback. I'm trying to have tight stops today. Confirmation over anticipation. I had a 1050-ish average. Took half off, and then it came down to my average and stopped out the rest. Yeah, 1049. Shooting up to 11. You guys are doing the same thing, though, on SBET, I'm sure. SBET, those that took it off for like 5 points. Yeah, there you go. SBET is a short. You call it painful start to the week. Oh no. Baron, did you manage risk well on it at least, or it's kind of a difficult one to do that? Probably a good rule, Baron, if you don't have it already, to add to your arsenal is anything like sub a couple million in the float. Probably in a void on the short side. That's how some of the best traders I know how they'll trade. They're mainly short bias traders, some of them, but on things that are like 600,000 in the float, like SBET, it's just going to be in a void on the short side. Hence the increased risk. You all right though? I mean, manageable. Lose just a couple green days worth of trades, or yeah, it's too hard to manage. It took a big hit. Yeah, it was hard to manage risk on those. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Baron. That's a really tough one. The only thing I can suggest is what I mentioned. Like, this is 600,000 to float, so that's a tough one to manage risk on. Let's make it back though, Baron. You locked out of the account, or you got some trades left? And the brokers, what Kayvon's saying, the brokers can't liquidate you in pre-market? Is that true? I mean, we went over a horror story of somebody on E-Trade, and they didn't get liquidated. I don't think, and that was pre-market. Doug, yeah, huge risk, long side as well, and short side. Very high risk. All right, guys, I butched WRD, but we're starting green. Let's focus on the next setup. Okay, Baron, you got some trades left, increasing your max ticker loss by 25. Do they auto liquidate you, or you had to manually get out of that one? All right, FAAS fades. You might like this one too. 120 is really good on it. I'm about to see how much these cost. God bless it, WRD. WRD just hit 1120. They're expanding their robo-taxi into Saudi Arabia. Kicking myself. All right. I'm not going to FOMO into that. Just slightly annoyed. 1120 it did just hit. We'll see what she's going to do. FAS and LTRY. Oh, shoot, dude. Fades. LTRY is not a bad fade as well. That one had a spike. It's been a multi-leg climber from 70 cents last Wednesday. This morning it just tapped some resistance from Friday's highs. And now it's pulling back. Actually looks pretty good and heavy right now. That's LTRY. 220 is now serving as some good risk. All right, so I'm going to look at LTRY and Elna Short and FAAS. Guys, I mean, LTRY is kind of pricey, $250 per. I mean, some people are having big wins, some people are having big losses in here on some of these trades like SBET. So, I mean, that's just the nature of it. I've been doing... I broke some rules and had some painful losses as well that are very much aggravating me as well right now with trades that I couldn't manage risk too much on. FAAS, this is a little bit cheaper. A little bit cheaper on FAAS. It was WRD, Emmanuel. All right, FAS, $1. It's going to be support on it. It's pulling back to that. 120 is the risk there. It has crossed the 200-day moving average. I don't see any news here, and it's up quite a bit. 16 cents Wednesday. Looks like in the 80, 85 cents maybe some support. I'll accept a couple hundred on it. I don't want to apply, too much risk here. I'll hit FAS just for a couple hundred. Pretty much, again, confirmation over anticipation. Today is what I'm going for. Want this one to start failing and pulling back down to the open and lows. I'm going to put like a 115 stop on it. All right, FAS. Market makers heard me. Trying to bounce here. I mean, it's crossing the 200-day, which some longs buy that up. There's no news that I'm seeing here, though, on it. And she's up from 17 cents. Looks like a slow fader against pre-market highs. Like this 150 up here was the liquidity rug pull on it that I imagine is going to be the top, but we'll see. Got to have our stops set. Yeah, WRD, Emmanuel. Let's take a look. That one's still holding up. WRD just broke out and up and over some tough resistance areas. Here it is, Emmanuel. We look left to predict right. So 1060, that line it broke up and through. 1120 is a high day number, though. You guys that trade with me, you know that I look the 20 cent area is high day. Doug, you paper traded SBET, did well on it. And made some money on CETX, green for the day. You're going to practice not over trading, so you're going to take a walk. All right, good work, Doug. Good job being green, and sorry that the SBET was paper. You've had some great paper trades. But, I mean, you'd rather them green than red, right? Even on paper. It's just your papers are massively green. I guess that's what's annoying. LTRY, careful. Big manipulation on that ticker. Yeah, she hadn't been good to me too much either. FAS, you're going to wait for a push into the 90s. Didn't like that open bell manipulation. All right. I feel that. I'm going to try to keep her tight. She's pulling back a little bit. It is trading like lowish float. All right, green a little bit on it. Pulling back down to $1 right now, FAS. It's one of these tickers where you have to get in quick or you're not going to be involved with it. It's almost how it feels. We need almost like a, yeah, there we go. Like a snap down under $1. It just got that. I'll take half off right there, 96 cents. Again, I really just want to pad the wallet today. So what I'm going to do at this point is set an adjusted stop at my break-even price. And I'm not going to WRD this. I'm actually going to see if this thing can pull back to 85 cents or lower. Yeah, that's why it's kind of tough, though, fades, because now, you know how it goes with these tickers. They just don't, like, this market has not been given entries. That's why it's annoying to want to be a part of it, you know, at this point, because now it's like, all right, we just dropped $1.10 to 93 cents in a flash. All right, 105 is going to be the stop. Otherwise, I'm going to try to let it sell off a little bit more. All right, that's FAS. Let me see what else we got. I just want to start this week off green. If everything works well, that would be great. Kayvon's working Billy. Come on. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Kayvon does not like trading the Chinese tickers. QUBT, Quantum Play, is trying to find its legs, 1280. $150 max loss. Gotcha, Baron. Good job being strict with that. Because can you imagine the loss you would have had, SBET, had you not have get auto liquidated? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Doug. Take care. So much junk has been pushing. It really has been. All right, WRD 20-cent magic number. That is topping out there so far. Fades, good work on LTRY. Man, good work there. God, that was the sloppy seconds push right here, and I wasn't paying attention. It pulled back to 208, and then this sloppy seconds push into the magic 20-cent area against highs. That's exactly what I want to look for. You know, this confirmation over anticipation. So I'm not hindsight trading this saying, oh, I would have got it at 240. What I'm saying is the sloppy seconds with the high day risk is so profitable. And at least you're waiting for that confirmation on it. All right, SBET still trying to get another leg up. Look at the trend that SBET is in right now. For those that may have missed it down at $10 that want to buy it at $35, not I. Not I. Noticing enjoyer, take care, man. Good job on the day. You guys are doing good at like taking the green and running. All right, so SBT, I wouldn't trust it. I just cannot trust something up like this, you know? I will watch it for entertainment purposes only at this point. QUBT still climbing up. Same with IONQ. They're in the similar sector. Like I mentioned earlier, on the quantum plays, a lot of dip buyers step into those names. That's why I was looking at QUBT for potential dip buy and didn't take it, because there's just a lot of players there. Institutions. I guess institutions step into these names that hold them up. Yeah, that again, that's why I don't trust SBT at this point. I feel like these names like to capitulate and trap on both sides. I mean, clearly the shorts are underwater here, but I'm saying like they'll trap both sides of it. It'll look like a breakout, and you're trading the breakout at that point if you didn't catch the initial one, and then longs could potentially be trapped there. So just be mindful of that. Works is kind of in a bearish looking flag here. Risk could be, 75 cents is the best risk there. My FAAS trade, I'm just going to kick back with that one at the moment. And WRD still pulling back off of 1120. It could try to find its leg somewhere. WRD, careful, consumer sentiment comes out in a few minutes. Okay, thank you, Emmanuel. Good point. Good point on that. And I doubt it's going to be good. I don't know. What do you guys think? All right, 10. Yeah, here's WRD. I mean, are we forming an upper shadow and just giving everything back? That's the question here. Or this 1045-ish could hold up as some support. Robotaxi expanding into Saudi Arabia, where apparently there's a lot of money. Works, you got a big bid at 67, getting hit right now. Who's putting a big bid in it? It's at 67 cents on this thing. Dude, look how well looking left is when predicting right. I mean, you clearly have in the 75-cent range so much resistance. And now she's going to serve as resistance. LTRY still pulling back. All right, let me get off my watch list and see if there's anything else going on out there right now. Xena getting a chat room pump, it looks like. Quantum, they're in the quantum sector. Xena provides quantum computing update on clear sky weather forecasting. Okay, they're giving everything back. 320s down to 290. Yeah, it concerns me getting involved with it on the long side at least when they shoot down like that, 320. But there's a pop right there off of VWAP. Yeah, so Xena might be a name worth taking a look at. Man, she did not. She came out with that news at like 8:15. Yeah, there she goes up to the highs. Longs are here, guys. After SBET, longs are here. All right, Xena's trading like a sub 1-2 million ticker as well. Xena. She has a 10% short float interest. Wow. And the shares float 9.72 million. 8.10. Okay. 8 million. All right, I mean, you at least got to keep Xena on watch. Low float ticker, 9 million. Quantum name. Getting some volume on it. WRD getting a bounce in the 1060s. I mean, that's what you're going to see with reputable news on it versus some of the low float stuff that has the news is not reputable, or there's no news. Like FAAS already took half off on it, but I don't mind smacking it again and working the average because it kind of looks heavy against $1. $1, Bob. I'm gonna be mindful of that. Yeah. Fades and I are like, we're in some telepathy right now. I just saw your message too. Got some telepathy going on. Yeah, it does look heavy. I was thinking about it. We'll see. SBET still in this. Look at that fake out breakout. We just went over this. We got a magic crystal ball, guys. Up over 35, up towards pre-market highs, pulling back. On the bottom trend right now is SBEBT. QUBT still buying up towards the VWAP quantum names. Emmanuel, keep us updated on the consumer sentiment report. Lunar going straight up. Lunar going lunar. All right, SpaceX to launch a Starship again as Elon Musk talks Mars colonization. Intuitive Machines set for liftoff. This was about a week ago. $500 million revenue target by 2028. Okay. Every company's got a $500 million target. Earlier in May, they posted a Q1 net loss. It's funny. Q1 net loss. We got a $500 million target. All right, Lunar. That's the news as of today. Man, I've been doing this for like a while now, and way back when, you would see certain companies, they would recycle the same press release so often. That's when I started getting to the point where, like, the news does matter, especially earnings, but you'd have to be careful. You'd have to really like filter through some of these and see, is this just a recycled press release where they're trying to dilute shareholders and draw in some more baggies? All right, so Lunar up. Xena, a lot of upper shadows up here at 330. I mean, Xena does have 320 resistance. We need to see if she can break up and over this, though. Alright, Lunar, what's our... this one's kind of stair-stepping. I mean, it looks linear. Had 1220 risk. It's curling around. Broke up and through that on Lunar. And then let's look left here. We got 14. I'm seeing 14 as major resistance. Lunar. Not really like a ton up until then. In fact, I kind of got like 1280 support. 1280 support lines are actually pretty good. Let me look at the shares short. Intuitive Machines. Yeah, they got a little bit of a heavy short interest, 17%. 17% is pretty good to keep her going. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about a long against like 1260. Let's see if she's going to crack this trend. Pulling back a bit right here. All right, I'll get involved with Lunar. It's going to be a little bit smaller. 1286, and stop's going to be like 75. Again, keeping things real tight. Trying to get better entries and keeping stops real tight. $12.75. Holy shit. I put my profit at 1,320. I don't know if it's hitting that. All right. FAAS in the 80s. Good. FAAS is working out. Still short here off of 105. Still working that one. Lunar, I'm not giving it a ton of room. I want it to start buying up off of this little pullback and see if she's still going to hold that trend. Yeah, 1280. I have as some support too, so I want to see if she with the high short interest there, I want to see if she can, if shorts can try to cover on a pullback as well as dip buyers stepping in. See if we get another leg up there. Yeah, FAS down to 90 cent now. Looked heavy. Should have hit it again. Lunar's still looking a little heavy here. Need some buyers to start coming in. That's my problem with longing some of these. I probably get involved when it's backside. You know, so often with longs. Yeah. So often with longs, it's like you got to be pretty much getting involved on the front side when it's a little uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm out, Lunar. Keeping it tight, though, so I'm happy with that. If that's the bottom of the dip buy, I'll be a little annoyed. Yeah, back into the 80s she goes, Lunar. We'll see. Yeah, that's my problem with longs. Like, I wait till the trade is too comfortable a lot of times. And then when I get in, it's just backside. Because I hate buying into highs. I hate buying. I don't know. That's just tough for me. And oftentimes those are profitable doing that. All right, keeping the L's tight. FAS, I'm still working this. Let me see FAS. I think 85 cents is where we got to go on it. Where we got some support. She's got 80 cent support too. All right. Xena breaking out to new highs. Emmanuel, sentiment report not too bad. All right. Might see an uptick. Xena, we're seeing an uptick for sure. Xena up to 350. Man, okay, here's an example of like, okay, this would be an uncomfortable long for me. This breakout area in the 325s, it's not up that much. So like 325 could be the stop where these upper shadows are, where it had this little ascending triangle break, formed higher lows, got squeezed up there, and there she goes. The lower float names like this are tough for me to, this is an example of what I'm saying is hard for me to buy into. So they can just elevate her down real quick. All right, I'll take FAAS. So there we go, up down there at 87 cents. So had if WRD would have worked out a little bit better, I would have a pretty good day right now. But here's the day so far: paper cut on lunar and padding the wallet elsewhere. Let's keep padding the wallet. Let's see how we can do. Man, yeah, WRD really pulling it back. I'm trying to focus on keeping real tight stops today so that forces good entries. And for example, on FAAS, that worked out great. I mean, the stop was right there. WRD coming back down. I mean, we're forming the upper shadows here against this upper resistance. So it's either going to hold its support here soon and try to climb back above it, or still heading lower, which would be a little surprising with the expansion into a new market. I saw somebody post something that made a whole lot of sense. If you understand that the market is trying to like price itself in, it's trying to price out essentially where it should be 18 months from now. Like the you know where the saying comes from: buy the rumor, sell the news. That's it. Often when I first started trading, I would see tickers dump with really good news. Maybe this is a WRD example. It would confuse me because it would because I'd be like, well, we have great news here. Well, the market had already kind of priced that news in with the rumor of it happening, and then the news came out, and that's when the liquidity was there to, for the big boys to sell their shares into. Okay, RKLB, were you focused on that? Or you were focused on RBLX, Kayvon? Taking a short RBLX. RBLX short here, and then omit the rest of that sentence, Kayvon. Referencing our text earlier. My goal, what's going on? Short some NVTS. You were on that on Friday, weren't you? NVTS. Back on the NVTS train is my goal. You're short here, right near 520. There's our magic area. Let's take a look. NVTS. kind of bouncing off the previous close this morning, 440. 550 looks like the main resistance, at least from the last few days, NVTS. Oh, this is the NVIDIA team up. Okay. So NVTS, that's a ticker. I was like, why is this holding up as well as it is from $1.88? They had the NVIDIA partnership, I believe, or teaming up with them. Are they for real teaming up with them, or is that just a rumor? Gets big win with NVIDIA team up. So right now it's a little slow. You'd be looking for some more euphoria probably to short into it. But I like you taking the opposite side of the popular route. But just have a tight stop there. Lunar still pulling back, so good tight stop there as that one had no continuation. And then Xena at the highs and breaking out to new highs. Matt, you watched SBET. Hey, join the club. There were a couple people in here that killed it. Killed it on SBET. Doug hit it big. He was just practicing, though, on paper. God, I feel so bad for Doug because Doug has had a couple. I feel like I'm going to. Doug, we just got to laugh about it, though. He's had a couple really good trades, and they've both been paper. And then he goes live, and it's like a trade that's maybe a similar setup, but it doesn't have the SBET kind of move. God, I hate it for him because those are like small account changing trades. God, it's so aggravating that happens. But yeah, he's doing real well. A couple others did pretty well, SBET, and then Barron got caught on it on the short side, but learned a valuable lesson there. Yeah, I mean, you made a little bit of money, but trading small share size. Hey, you have a good instinct to trade small share size on a ticker that's whipping around like that. So, good job at least being, I don't know, risk averse to size appropriately on it. All right, my goal, it's this NVTS. I mean, I'm eyeballing it too. I want it to get faster, like get some speed on it if I'm going to take a short there. That's what I'm kind of looking for. 520 may hold up on it. We'll see. Xena still at highs. WRD. God, dude. Come on. We've given everything back, WRD. FAS in the 82 cents now. Fade, you still working that? How many dips will I buy, like, per one ticker? Like, if I'm trading one ticker? Let me make sure I'm understanding you properly. Like, I have a 2. You got to have some rules on these offshore accounts because it's so easy to go into tilt mode. Yeah, I'll trade something twice, and if it doesn't work after that, usually I give it 2 tries, and then I'll kind of blacklist the ticker. I won't tunnel in on it anymore. Yeah, when I first went offshore, dude, it was bad. Dude, it was so bad. I would marry tickers and overtrade the crap out of them until I would beat them into submission, essentially. But oftentimes they would never submit. Yeah. SBT, still something here. It's forming a new kind of a pattern. This thing's going sideways, dude. We could see it have another leg up. Am I trading it? No. But I don't mind watching it. WRD. Man. That is kind of sad. Wow. This makes me want to catch this thing. Is that an example of of like a refiltered press release that we were just talking about? I think it is. Yeah, it is. In April, WeRide announced that it would be integrating its self-driving robotaxis into Dubai's public transportation system. Abu Dhabi. Look at that thing. Interesting. Yeah, that's the idea, Matt, on the one ticker. Alright, is SBT having another leg up? Trying to. Xena pulling back off of 374 a little bit. NVTS with the NVIDIA partnership. Slowly just curling up. Here's what you're looking at, my goal. Yeah, try to manage risk well on this. Don't get crazy on NVTS. 441 bounced off of the previous close today. It's got some 444 resistance. This is the partnership though with NVIDIA, teaming up with them. So just be careful there. Oh, look at this 450 support this morning too. If you look left on the chart, a couple really strong 450 areas on it. She's definitely getting juicy in VTS. I mean, she's getting juicy here. Xena giving most back right now. FAS. Fades, you still with FAS? LTRY still looking heavy. QBT. Any tickers you guys looking at want me to take a look at, or that you're working right now? Yeah, the NVTS is getting real interesting. It just tapped that resistance line you see we got marked off there. It's just been stair-stepping up. I'm not like so eager to want to get involved with this. It's not too expensive to locate. They're trying to reel us in. That's what they're doing. Man. Kind of in an algo uptrend right now in VTS. I am going to monitor it for a big push. And I'm going to flip through. Yeah, NVTS is hitting the scans. But kind of getting quiet right now, guys. Keep yourself from over trading and revenge trading and whatnot. Just kick back for a little bit until something else pops up. Let me look at NVTS on their short interest. Semiconductor company. Ooh, heavy short interest. 21% short interest. 21%. 24.5 million shares short. 117 million shares in the float. Yeah, they got a pretty heavy short interest here. Man, with that short interest, I'm actually considering the other side. Man, FAS at 81 cents. Took it all at 87. Man, she just kept paying out. Kept paying out, down at 79 cents now, FAS. God. Yeah, Matt. I mean, I use CPro to trade and TOS for charting. So, I mean, you still can use Thinkorswim. I don't even have any money in it. I just have an account. I need to throw a few dollars in it so they keep it open. But yeah, I've always used their charting, so it's just second nature to me. Xena pulling back off of 370s, big pullback. All right, that's why we're getting quiet. WRD recycled their news, so there we go. An example of them getting baggies, trying to raise money. And SBET back up towards its pre-market highs right now. What a day so far. All right. Yep, Emmanuel, good call. SPY's been bouncing up when green on the day and getting continuation higher. Some nuclear plays. Some nuclear tickers have been getting a lot of volatility too. Like SMR is one of them. RKLB I think is one too. And then the semiconductor plays like SMCI. Here's Lunar's chart. Yeah, It looks like it's triple topped up here in the 12, around 1280. I wonder if it's going to stay heavy against that. Yeah, it might. Yeah, and Matt, it just works so, like, Thinkorswim charting is so fast. And if yours is slow, you can actually, when you load up Thinkorswim, there's a setting where you can adjust like the cache rate and make it very quick. Like, you just use more of your quantum computing power for Thinkorswim. It's just so quick to flip through tickers. Save so much time. No, I haven't. Automating trades through Thinkorswim, that was pretty sweet. I didn't know Thinkorswim had API for that. That is pretty interesting right there. SBT up to new highs, up to 40. Trying to look for my edge, guys. Looking around. SBT up to the highs, though. NVTS with the high short interest. It had a nice little pullback there, and it's 21% short interest with their partnership with NVIDIA, and they're climbing up even higher. My goal, you doing all right here, NVTS? All right, shorting Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal's ticker. Shake Shack. Trailing stop, nice. All right. Looking for a little reversal, big reversal. Really, the only thing interesting right now is NVTS and SBT. SBT, I'll watch. NVTS, maybe a trade here. Maybe. All right, coffee break. How's the green team holding up? All right, good job there, Kayvon. Yeah, it's the market's kind of has been straight up and in the at its highs on the day. So surprised some of those are working out. Probably not working out to the extent you want them to, but good job on those right now. SBET up at 40 still, and NVTS in the 530s. Man. Emmanuel, 4 trades, all green. Heck yeah. What tickers did you trade? Bob, where you been? Bob's still celebrating his Memorial Weekend. 2 trades, green, up 40. Let's go. Let's go, green team. What'd you take, Bob? That's what I like, Bob. I like seeing you not swinging for the fences. That's what I like. I like you just taking some consistent green trades. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting back to the basics. When I grew my account from 1,500 to 5,000, that's what I did. I just focused on the basics, and I stopped out really quick. So that's what I'm doing today. This is what I want my red trades to look like. Today's $5. And I want my green to look like this, about 25. Tight stops, letting the winners run. That is what I'm going to be focused on, which means you got to prioritize really good entries. Yeah, nothing paying too much yet on your strat. At least you're not red on any of it, though. CRWV, God, dude, that thing has been a monster. Oh, yeah, I didn't even look at this one today, but I knew this one has been kind of trading irrationally. Yeah, this ticker is all over the place. But she is heading in one direction if you widen your viewpoint out. Just a little chop along the way. Xena twice at 10 a.m. Xena. Oh, yep. We saw that. Good job taking profits. And being objective on it. Hey, now the next goal is like going long. I mean, I'd probably avoid a short here on this ticker because it's a low float, but taking some longs and reversing short on some plays. Yeah, Matt, probably, as Kevon suggests, like 90% of the market or more is probably ruled by algos. A lot of very large companies hire programmers to algo trade for them, and if they ever get rid of these traders from their company, they offer them these severance packages so they don't go to competing companies. They'll literally pay them hundreds of thousands of dollars just to not go to a competing company to give away their secrets. But yeah, imagine having a profitable strategy and just eliminating yourself from the picture. It's probably going to be a profitable approach. I mean, certainly there's instances where your experience watching tickers is can play a factor. But yeah, having a profitable approach and then eliminating your emotions from the picture is not a bad idea. Yeah, exactly. Oh, did the market maker see your order? Yeah. So annoying when you like sit here patiently on something like that. You get involved and then just choop, they send her on up. All right, CAPT, a little penny play, making some highs. Let me take a look. Not much going on here. A little pump. Never sped up until you got into it. Yeah, I mean, CAPT with the highs, nothing really much there. NVTS still just chopping up here at resistance. It's not a very good I don't like the long entry right there, but I don't much like the short either. It's right at this resistance, though. From Wednesday's after hours, these lower shadows back in here. I'm not convinced either way, though. Just stating that it's right there up near some resistance, but it's climbing up, making some more highs right now. SBT sitting at its highs. Xena will likely, these things do not reclaim highs after tanking like that, so they're not bad to hit backside on any pops. But we did see a week. I don't know if you guys recall. It was like earlier in the year. We saw a week where these things were reclaiming. After this kind of a pullback, they were reclaiming the move. It was just awful. It cost $3 for 100 shares here. I mean, if it pops up to like 330, I'd probably do it. Probably take them and short it. I think this is a pretty decent pump and dump play right here. I need a little closer to 325. NVTS 549 and a little pullback. 537 here. Yeah, Bob, staying away from the pennies. Yeah, did you see PMAX, Bob, on Friday? 30 cents to $1.12 and all the way back down. Formed a head and shoulders on Friday. Pretty decent head and shoulders. Speaking of pennies, another one is making a move right now. IMNN. Oh, this is a good setup right here. How do I avoid this? 150 resistance. %, translating data supporting remarkable phase 2 ovarian cancer survival results. This one was a manipulated play, though. You saw what it did in after hours. There's no inventory, even if I wanted to short this thing. It's a pretty good setup against pretty much like 150. NVTS back up to 550. SBET still up at 40. We're not missing anything. It just slowed down real quick. Traders were eager this morning. They jumped all into SBET, and now everything's just been dying off. SPY still right up and around its highs. Who traded CETX this morning? Yeah, that one big old morning spike into it's just a pump and dump CTX. Doug got CTX, I see. All right. Guys, shoot. This is slowing down a lot. All right, PSQH getting a high a day. PSQH, nah, it's a little thinly traded. SBET getting more hype because nothing else is going on. So 44. SBET still climbing on up. Man, what a ticker. An account changing ticker right here on both sides of it. Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. If I were to get involved in this, it would be like whatever you had, like 8 shares. This is, I mean, it's nearly got a point spread on it. I think Xena's a good setup for those looking for consistent setups. Xena's not bad on a short, you know, getting closer with the risk being about 330. NVTS just hit 550. $550 could be a high day number there. It's just so slow. Like, yeah, it's just, and now we got new highs. Most pullbacks are just getting bought up there. That's a tough one. NNE, right or right out, kind of along there. Nuclear energy ticker. NVTS breaking over 550. Is it going to form an upper shadow here or try to continue a leg on up? Just in a slow up grind here. SBET at highs. Every time I look at that, she's at another high. Xena in the 320s. I'll look for a short on a backside kind of bear flag pattern. WRD recycling their news. That's giving everything back. I mean, we could There could be a buy down here. It's not like it's a terrible... Yeah, there's so much support down here. I wonder if it's going to try to rug pull under 10. That's what I would look for maybe a buy on it. WRD, I may look for that. Under $10. Scoop her up. Man, NVTS higher and higher and higher and higher. All right. I'll monitor WRD for that. See if it flushes under 10. NVTS in the 560s. Man, God. She hasn't even gone linear yet. I mean, there's just... This thing could be heading to $6. Eyes are still peeled there. Both sides of it, really. Xena back up into the 20s, 320s. Okay. I believe it costs $3 per 100 here, so it's going to be annoying to locate these if it just pulls back like it did right there off of 320 really quick. I want it to, let's get a pop into the 20s, locate, get a good fill, and then snap back down towards 3 and lower. It does not look like that's going to happen, though. NVTS, still, squeeze, 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 little piggy. 21% short interest here. My goal, I really hope you're safe here. I think she wants up and over 6. There's WRD. I was looking for the 10 flush. Didn't quite get that. 1030s now. We're waiting on the good entries today, so I'm happy about that. SPY still around highs. NVTS 580. I think I'm going to short this thing up and over 6. Man, I've been staring at it, like considering the long for so long. and never took it. And now I can't really take it. Yeah, 450 up to 580. I don't think I can do that. I mean, maybe if it pulls back, I don't know. And then it'll be backside at that point. All right, SBT still at highs. WRT 1040s. Kayvon, you good? And any right or right out? All right, there's a pullback in VTS a little bit. Wow, I mean, it's just in such squeeze mode. It's like a slow squeeze mode too, right? All right, good job stopping out. Yep, there she goes, and you see it heading towards 6, but you can't buy it. It's like probably not enough reward versus the risk here. And to 6. Wow. All right. Let me load up my shares here. I'll take 100. I'll get ready for the position. All these upper shadows into the 620s. Kind of what I'm eyeballing. But here's the new me. I may not take it at all. Getting the shares ready, but if it doesn't come to near my up and over $6, I'm probably not going to take it because that's the area I'm eyeballing. I mean, the risk, it's got to be close to the risk. I'm trying to eyeball better trades, entries on these plays. Come on, MVTS, you're right up near 6. Let's just do that rug pull up there. These pullbacks are all getting bought up too. It's like probably shorts that are just trying to get out on any pullback. Here we go. Let's get up through 6. You're right there. You're right there, NVTS. You're right there. All right, 604. Giving it to 624. Which she may hit quickly here. We'll see. This is still squeezing out shorts. I'm not going too heavy on this at all relative to the day, and she's still squeezing up. I guess the long here would have been the way to go. Yeah. Hit 620. That's my magic number. I gave it pretty much a little bit up and over that. 624. Man, I want to hit this again so badly. I already hit my magic 20-cent area. Let's see. 620, my magic area. Is that going to be the high day number here? I'm very interested in that. Tapping. We're kind of like triple topping up here at 620 from last Wednesday. She's been in squeeze mode, buying up on every pullback, so... Yeah, there she goes again, buying up pretty good there. Huh. She's definitely getting a lot more activity on her. Lots of players stepping up over here. All the way back down to 6 and back up. 624, I'm going to stick with it, but it's buying up pretty strong here. Back up to the highs, 620. Trying for 620 again. There must be a big seller right there. Can't quite get through it in VTS. We'll see. So many buyers stepping in on this, though. Every little pullback. 620 is going to break. It's going to break up and over 620 here soon. It keeps buying right back up to it. I kind of want to hit this again with the rest of the shares and just the risk being up and over 620 because clearly there's a big seller there. Clearly a big seller at 620. Now you guys know why I always talk about the 20-cent area. But this ticker gives no Fs. 0 Fs about 620. Yeah, the high short interest just makes these impossible. I mean, it just makes them impossible. Every pullback gets bought up. There's up and over 620 right now. Yeah, it just makes them really too difficult. Order filled, 624. All right. Yeah. There she goes. Not a bad setup. SBET still up 51. I think I'm going to have to call it so I don't just sit here and keep trading. Watch 624 be the high day number. I just don't like it. I mean, it keeps buying up on every single pullback. Lots of shorts there. Just not an easy trade. Unless you're long. Anything else moving? LVWR. What's going on here? LVWR. LVWR, it looks like a pump from $1.10 to $2, tapping the 50-day moving average right now. No, Trevor. Man, NVTS. I don't know if I want to try this again. I don't know. It's right up there where I like it. I don't think so. Man. Man. It's hard to step away, guys. It's hard stepping away. Xena was beautiful. Yeah, 320 down to 307. God, that one was good. NVTS, good stop. Had a good stop there. I don't want to just keep stabbing at this, though, giving back the day on one ticker. It's not smart. $6.50 she just hit. Yeah, NVTS just hit 650. Still a semiconductor company, partners with NVIDIA. And, man, she's still going strong. Yeah, I was leaning that way too, Kayvon. Wait for nice pullback, sloppy seconds. Emmanuel, good job. Good discipline. You're doing good at not over trading, taking some good setups and just moving along. Yeah, I'm just I'm gonna be there with you here soon. Better than the red. Being up baby green's better than being up down big red. So we'll see how it goes. Might wait for NVTS on something, but it's up 2 points on the day. 460 to 660. But yeah, good job. We'll see you tomorrow. Lunar did climb back around. Is this sloppy seconds here, Kayvon? Luna. Take a look, Lunar. I mean, it's back right up to some resistance, 1280. About to smack this thing, and it just dropped 6 cents. Let me see, Lunar. Can hit it against like 12.95 if it's going to really curl all the way back around. I'll smack Lunar. I'm not going to give it much room. I'm going to step away after this one as well. If it's red, I'm stepping away. I can do myself some damage. $12.95 risk on it. 75 shares, giving it 10 cents. Wow. All right. NVTS, I see that one up and over 650. Dude, that is getting a squeeze on it. Big old squeeze. Jerry in the building. How'd your day go today, Jerry? Couple days, they're getting on them. Yeah, here lately, market's been heating up for sure. Gotta make sure we have appropriate risk in accordance with that. Man, I'm not liking this. Not liking this. Following what the big boys do. Good job, Jerry. Yeah, when they curl around like this, I'm looking for them to be met with some resistance from the guys that bought it up towards high day. That's what I'm looking for there. NVTS at the highs still. What a trade there. That one's been tough. All right, I'll take half off into the 60s. Still have half left here, lunar. If we keep selling off right here, I'll be up on the high water mark on the day, thankfully. And I'll probably wrap up the day right there. All right, adjusted stop here, lunar. It's going to be 1283, my average price. Otherwise, really, please, let's work and pull back down to the lows. Come on. NVTS in the 630s now. Okay, we could find sloppy seconds there, Kayvon, like you were mentioning. I guess I was a little early there. Let me take a look. Yeah, NVTS, that, or lunar, that might be good there now against 1290s. We'll see. I don't want it to form a little cup and handle pattern there. That would not be good. NVTS 663. Okay. It's pulling back a little bit right now. Man, when they pull back, they really pull back. Then you almost can't find an entry on it. Yeah, it's getting a 10-cent bounce real quick off of that 620 area. I'm just not in love with it anymore. I don't know. I think it's not bad against the highs, right, Kayvon? It's not terrible against the highs. I don't know. What's your new roll, Kayvon? You're not shorting anything like over 15%? Is that what it was? I'm just feeling the same thing. They just don't trade the same. It's aggravating because they just don't trade the same. It makes them really difficult. 21% short. Yeah, 21's kind of pushing it for me too. $12.60 might hold up on lunar. That's my concern. Yeah, 10 a little cautious, yeah. Yeah, lunar, I'm afraid I'm running into a predicament where I should have taken all of it. Because 1260 might hold up now on it. That's support. We'll see. I'm going to try to let her work. Yeah, NVTS into the 620s now. All right, guys, let me see. So we got LVWR still moving. I think I threw that one down. 190. Wow. Climbing all the way back up to 2. LVWR. Cheap play. Cheap play. NVTS finally kind of snapped, and now it's like, what do you do? They snap so quick, and then you got to get a sloppy seconds. But at this point, there's a lot of shorts underwater, so when you're above this volume weighted average price is pretty much a tried and true indicator. And when you're above that average, what does it mean? It means the average people in this are at 563. So longs are in control here. Shorts are underwater. So we're still way above that. And I know shorts are still in trouble here. LVWR coming up to 2. SBET pulling back a little bit off of 53. Xena would have been a good sloppy seconds. WRD recycled their news. Hasn't really been much of anything. Elf on a Shelf even higher, $89. What's the SPY doing? SPY's still at highs. LVWR at highs. NVTS, I don't know. I just don't know if I really want to do this. I feel like I could just get chopped around on this at this point. I mean, clearly the stop would be high day now. But look at this 620 line that it bounced off of. We got those 3 upper shadows from Wednesday right there. So it may try to actually hold that up and continue higher. I'm not real overly confident with that one. LVWR highs 210, breaking up and over the 50-day. All right, I'm going to do something that I don't typically do well at. I'm going to let Lunar come back down to earth and see if she can fade. I'm going to try to just take my eyes off of it. Stop is going to be back up at my average in the 1280s. Otherwise, I'm going to try to let her come on back down. Although it does look like it's forming a little inverse head and shoulders, which I'm not enthralled with. Or cup and handle here. $12.83 stop. Yeah. Order filled on Lunar. Yeah. All right. I think I got to end the day right there, guys. NVTS back up to the highs. Sloppy seconds, or are we making new highs there? Long still in control. I'm not going to overtrade myself to death. Lunar, yeah, a little regretful. But it is what it is. I'm just going to walk away with the little green that I have. NVTS was really the only decent loser today. Pad in the wallet rest of the way. FAS, not bad. Yeah, guys, thank you for being a part of the green team. We'll get them tomorrow. NVTS just made new highs. NVTS continuation on the new highs. God, I'm gonna get so lured into this thing if I sit here. Green is green. You're right, Bob. Look at this. Look at the 720 risk now on NVTS. Man, it is so tempting. $6.80. We going straight up to $7 right now. If we hit up and over $7 real quick here, I might do it. Man, she's heading up quick, guys, to $7. Doug's still in here. Can't stay away, Doug. You can't stay away, can you? The market's just reeling you in. NVTS, I'm looking for up and over 7. I'll try it one more time. Against up and over 720. What a squeeze this thing is getting. Don't stop now, NVTS. Come on. Why stop now? You're shorting SBET this time around. Yeah, is it looking like she's a little heavy now? Backside maybe, head and shoulder-ish. Head and shoulder-ish neckline like 46. All right, NVTS, here we go. It's party time. $7, where you at? Hasn't quite hit 7. It hit 6.99. 6.99 it just hit. Hit 6.99. Did not quite get over 7 yet. Decent pullback off of that too. 6.99, decent pullback off of that. Dang it, dude. Come on. All right, I'm going to smack it. 688. I'm going to go ahead and start it. Testing 7 out right now. Oh, wow. Shot up. That's what I was waiting for. Never got it. It's just shot up and over 7. Didn't get it when I wanted it. 724. Similar story here. 724. Gonna be the stop on it. Not gonna hit it again. $7.24. Average is not great. I was looking for that pop-up in over 7 to get involved with it. Starting to look a little heavy-ish. Starting to look a little heavy-ish, like it just got it done with this liquidity sweep. Thinking about hitting it for the rest of the shares here. Yep. Looking heavy. I could feel it too, dude. I could feel it. I cannot add into this into weakness because it's been buying up so far on most all the pullbacks. Pretty much the adjusted stop's going to have to be up and over the high here. I don't know. This is such good resistance left of the chart on this NVTS. The question is this the top here in the 720s? It's a tough one, man. This NVTS is tough. Like, part of me's like, should I just scalp it? It keeps popping up, and scalp it down here back into the 70s. The short interest is still potentially can keep it afloat. And then the other part of me is like, I should probably just set my stop and walk away so I'm not influenced by every up and down tick, and just see if we can fade this thing, a little lower today. I got a few conflicting ideas going on here. How's your SBET backside trade, Doug? Yeah, I got a few conflicting things going on here with NVTS. Yeah, she just keeps popping up. Right back up. Right back up. She just get down there to the lows and then pop right back up. Thinking I'm just not gonna mess with it. That could be me panicking out of it though. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna just get out of it, guys. Be done with it. I'm gonna be done on the day. I'm gonna sit here and overtrade. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the movement of it. 5-minute chart still looks like it's trying to buy up and head higher. We'll see a little bit later on if that was a good idea or not. LVWR just, what is this penny stock doing? Just climbing up from 99 cents dollar up to 238. Good job. 48.50 down to 46.86. Nice. Yeah, now NVTS looks like she's going to snap under 680 pretty strong. Alright guys, I'm going to head out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. High water mark on the day, right under 30 on the small account, so I gave everything a fairly fair chance. Did not marry NVTS on the short side, so I'm very thankful about that. That could have been bad. But outside of that, pretty good. FAAS was pretty much the winner. Where's she sitting at right now? 87 cents. About where I took all of it, I think. 87. Yeah, I gotta keep the green alive. I'm changing the way I'm doing some things, Doug. I'm trying to focus in on stopping out quickly, so to force myself to take better entries, because that's how I grew an account initially. I'm trying to focus on very good, pretty much focus on very tight stops, which makes me focus on very good entries, so I don't stop out, all the time. And I've been doing pretty good at letting the winners run. Like FAS with leftovers made 25.6 on that one. So if I could get a couple of those working, and like WRD leftovers there would have worked this morning too. I got scared out of that one. Yeah, I think this is the route I need to take just to play a lot of defense on the account. And the thing I've struggled with the most, I'm doing a lot better at. So I'm pretty confident some of these winners I'll let work out. But yeah, that's going to be the day. Guys, good job, everybody. The green team coming through again today. Trying to find a few good setups. I mean, SBET was the main play this morning, but we found a couple other plays to take advantage of. I'm curious where NVTS is going to end up in a day, so I'll definitely revisit that. And then a few others as well. But good job today, guys. We'll see you in the morning.